collective. Um, Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. All right. This is a music channeling. This is a bonus reading, a double reading. So, if you are new, I do music channelings. Um, these are in reference to past ones I've done. Okay. And we're about to see anything else that could be relevant. So yeah, the past one I will link it obviously in the comment section. Okay. Also, all the songs and all that stuff will be in the community board or IG for reference. Okay. But the title of your reading, the first reading, is the soulmate of yours. They want you to reach out to them. They want you to call them when you end things with somebody. Okay, it could be a person, place, or thing, but they want you to be the first one to reach out. That's what I'm getting. Okay, it's either them gonna reach out when they end things, or they're waiting for you to reach out when you end things. Okay, that's the message. Some of you guys will be happy about this, for others you'll still feel some type of way. Okay, I would say this though, I don't think it's relevant, but most of the messages I've gotten thus far is at the end of May. Okay, so from the 25th onwards, if that's relevant, but that is like when the message came through. Okay, so we're gonna do one card reading right now. What's relevant for you in this reading when it comes to this person, why they feel like it's irrelevant, is there's either some stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing, or looking or watching. This can be a good thing. What I'm tuning into is like they're watching to see when you have ended things with somebody, or they know that you're waiting for them to end things with somebody. So you both are keeping tabs. But I will say for some of you guys, you have to be cautious because they might come back in with some gaslighting. Not for all. And the reason I say this, I lean more towards the fact that it's the retrograde right now. Okay. And like I said, the dates are not really that relevant, but it was the retrograde season when I got those messages for you guys. Okay, referencing the past music channeling, and this one, the bonus one. Okay, but long story short, they're keeping an eye on situations, on your situations, and vice versa. Some of you guys, it will be in your good favor. For others, it will be back on that bullshit, and that is in reference to the gaslighting. Okay, so we got King of Spades. For some of you guys, your person is still involved with somebody else, even though they have ended things. So I'm getting the energy of like, you know how you get a new job offer and you're not quite sure. Well, we go to interview, right, for this new job offer, but you're still in the process of being elected or selected. But they're smart enough to not quit instantly unless they get a yes. Okay, and for some of you guys, there is a masculine that is like still involved with somebody, even if you guys start talking. I'm getting the energy of like, unless you're like, this is official, you're their person, they're still gonna be like with that other person. Like, I'm getting the energy of like, collective is like, okay, I'm done with that. I moved, I ended this with this person, you know, I'm finally over that. We can move forward and so forth, right? This masculine is like, sure, they've been waiting. They're so happy, but the thing is that they haven't let go of the other person. And the reason why, because they need completely utter collective need to surrender totally for this connection, for this to be accurate. It's kind of like a job position. And I know it sounds really foul for me to compare. But for some of you guys, I will add that into the gaslighting equation, where it's like they want their cake and eat it too. So be mindful of, what it is. It's not for all, but it's for some, especially if you're dealing with a masculine that you're not quite sure if they're going to be 100%. They're not. They just want their cake and eat it too. It's giving the energy of like, collective is finally coming back. They're finally choosing me. Kind of like a little bit of a mind game situation. Okay? Now, they do want you though, but they also have this fear. I feel like it's insecurity of like, they're not quite sure how much you want them. Well, this card came out. It was in reverse. Okay. So for some of you guys, I feel like they're even expecting you to come back, but they're not quite sure how, if it's like 100% from collective or 50 or 25%. Like if they're not sensing, seeing, knowing it's going to be 100, they're still with that person. Okay, so for some of you guys, you need to be aware of their energy. Okay, let's do one more card. Okay, for others, this is going to open up the door for a new relationship in terms of longevity, marriage, kids, seriousness. Okay, this is the type of person where it's like they're expecting you to return back, or they're coming back to you 100%, making this something serious. You will see the changes. For instance, like you reach out to them, you ended things, they're like, yeah, immediately it's gonna be a plan. Okay, and plan in terms of like they know where you're gonna be at in 5 years, in a year. This is somebody that they're not about to fumble you again. Okay, that is for the other half of you guys. For the rest of you guys, it's giving that gaslighting energy of like they still want to have collective back because of their gaslighting, want to eat their cake and eat it too. Okay, now I do want to say you will know which one is for you. Okay, so we're gonna just add a few cards. Okay, so we got believe in yourself. So pretty self-explanatory. Believe in yourself, trust in your intuition. Okay, we also got trust in the magic, and use your mind wisely. So use your discernment. Okay. Yeah. So whether you return back to them or vice versa, you would know if this is legit or not. Like you can see the signs. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but when I get messages during the retrograde, there's always some funny business. But for some of you guys, it is a return for the better. For others, it's on some bullshit. Okay? So you decide what it is. For a lot of you guys, you have a spiritual connection. Okay, like a soul tie, a past life activation, a twin flame, and that type of energy. Even like the same belief system or something. Like there's something like spiritual energy wise that still connects you. Okay, you will know if it's good or bad. If it's like making you feel calm, not activating your nervous system in a negative way, it's good. If it's bad, you know what it is. Okay. So yeah. Okay, there's also going to be a lot of forgiving and a lot of lessons depending on, what side you're on. But overall, stay optimistic. Okay, keep an open mind. So your them is going to act a little bit reserved, defensive, restricted, or hold on to something of the past. Like I said before, some of you guys, the energy will flow in the direction of healing. For others, it's going to be the same bullshit. Like I'm getting two types of energy here, okay? Because remember, the basis of the actual song, I should say, by focusing on the title, is that they want you to end something for you to return, okay? Or they're going to end something to return back to you. You get me, okay? For some of you guys, this is the person for life. This is your soulmate for life. For others, it's not that. Even if it was a long time ago, it's not gonna be the same this time around. For others, even if it was rocky, there is salvation for you. Okay, Hierophant, soulmate, life partner, divine counterpart. This is like God is intervening if you believe in God as your belief system. Okay. All right. And then we do last cards. I'm sorry guys, we're not gonna do initials. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, the energy between you and them was a lot of lessons learned, for the better or worse. Okay, just make sure you don't repeat it. Okay, because some of you guys might. Okay, so number 9 could also be relevant: life partner, specific date, things of that nature. I'm also tuning into Steve. Okay, somebody's name is Steve. So there's going to be a yes or confirmation when it comes to Steve, or Steve, you're going to get a yes or confirmation. So we are going to leave that. Okay. Collective. Message number 1, music channeling. Hope it resonates, and good luck in your journey. As always, thanks for stopping by.